Hey, all you Nifty chicks and all you gamer chicks. You are in for a treat. In this episode of the Nifty Chicks, we chat with Zaynab Tucker from Nitro League. Players can collect Nitro League cars, race them online, trade them on any marketplace, or showcase them across the metaverse. Let's do this. Welcome to the Nifty Chicks. I am so excited, Minty Cell, for this episode.
Oh my gosh, I am too. I loved chatting with Zaynab and finding out more about what Nitro League has to offer. And I'm really, really excited for the summer when the game actually comes out and we can start playing.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been into car games, so this is right up my alley.
Yeah.
So shall we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Nifty Chicks. Zaynab Tucker with Nitro League. We are excited to have you here today.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about you. And I think it's really cool what you're doing. You are the CEO of Nitro League, which is a racing online racing game. So I just want a little bit of background about you and how you got into racing and then also crypto and it's go ahead.
Sure. Well, if you ask my friends racing, they'll start laughing and say, I'm a horrible, horrible driver. So why are you racing? But I worked, my background really, I've been in this space since around 2018, where I started investing in crypto, where a lot of people didn't know about it. One of my great friends had started a marketplace for NFTs, which is Terra Virtua. And then I started following him and investing in him and then following that space and expanding more. And I was interested in it. And from there, Terra Virtua had started a new group where they wanted to work on gaming because this space was getting hot. And they reached out to me because I am a gamer. I love video games. I've been playing. I've got 4 kids and I still play. I still play all the time as much as I can. And I love this space and what potential it has in growing. So I won't go into too much detail and technical detail there, but it's been a space that I've been really following for a long time. And my specialty really is pivoting people from used to be from analog into digital or from book into an app. And now it's from gaming, from crypto gaming into gaming and then into non-gamers and bringing them into this space. And it's all for the love of the game. So that's me in a nutshell.
That's super cool. I mean, so you've got 4 kids. You're a CEO of this like super fast changing environment. Like, how do you balance it all?
I'm working from home, so that's great. So they see me. They see me, but the beauty of it is the kids also really love it. My kids range from 6 to 12, and they're really excited. And they've actually been a part of some of the designs and the creations of the tracks and the cars and the designs of it. So I try and bring them in as much as possible. Family always comes first, and it's always a priority here. But when they see that I have a love for what I do on the day-to-day, and my husband's a massive supporter for me as well, it's such a great thing. It doesn't become a job, so it just ends up becoming a part of your life. I know it sounds cliche, but it really is that, and it's always trying to balance it and not going too far with it. So yeah,
that's amazing. So I happen to enjoy cars. I've always enjoyed cars. I have 2 older brothers, so I've been surrounded around like kind of the classic boy things.
Yes.
You know, you've taken that full force. You've taken your love, and you are surrounded by men. Do you ever feel like you are alone or like you're in the wrong space, or are you just charging forward because you just love what you do?
Honestly, I do find that I am feeling a bit isolated. I am surrounded by a lot of the guys, but this crypto space, and I mean, I've heard you guys talk about it too. It's just so wonderful. Everyone is so open to one another and willing to support one another. And sometimes I just reach out to some of the girls and say, hey, how are you doing in this space? And can I help you out? And they return that to me as well. So it's always not a shoulder to cry on, but it's someone to go and talk to about it and see what they're doing and what they're doing in this space. And although we're not working together and collaborating together, and I'm hoping that one day we will, we are always looking out for one another. So I really genuinely love this space, in the crypto space with the girls. We're always looking out for one another because we do know that we're a minority that is getting a lot of attention, actually, which is quite cool. And it'll just keep growing. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. So I want to pull up my screen. Okay. So these cars are so cool. Like,
yeah, I like them too.
Can you see my screen? Okay.
Mhm.
I think they're so, like, they're beautiful.
That's my car. I bought the red one, the Bellona.
Oh, really?
Beautiful, yeah. And I want the Ion. It's expensive, but I mean,
Yeah.
I love it.
So I was wondering, is there somewhere on here that we can see? Is there a video of the actual game?
If you go to YouTube,
Okay.
so the game is not launched yet. We're still in development. But if you go to YouTube, you'll be able to find some videos that show you. So. Look, all the games that are coming out are awesome. I'm excited and I'm following a lot of them and I'm investing in a lot of them because I mean, I believe in supporting one another and building up the space. But really the beauty of a game, and when you're a gamer, you want to have a narrative. So right there, you've got, it's in the year 3050. We've got a story. It's set in the future. Earth has transitioned and we are no longer comprised of we're no longer comprised of countries and nations. It's all clans and tribes, and every dispute is settled on the Nitro arena. So in the future, people are teleporting, people don't drive anymore. And the only purpose for having a car and racing a car is for either settling disputes or for the love of racing and as a hobby there as well. So there's a narrative there in the background that already engages you as a player. A lot of people talk about guilds, and guilds are fantastic because they really do have a love of games. But there are a lot of people here who really do want to get into this space and migrate from and try out this space and see what's there. Yeah, it's some of our cars. Yeah. And you can work within this game with solo missions and build your way up. If you know Grand Theft Auto or Need for Speed, you go through all these missions until you build your way up to the boss. And ultimately, I'm giving something away, but ultimately you can become a leader with your XP and your rep and run your own clan. And when you run your own clan, that means that I can have my own banner, I can have my own colors, and then I can invite my friends to join my clan. And that means within my clan, I can lend out my cars for them to play. So my NFTs can be lent out to my friends to go and play. Our cars are NFTs, cool. Our tracks are NFTs. So even my track, if I designed one, I can have it exclusive just to my friends to go and play on the weekend if I wanted to, and we can go and race one another. So it's pretty cool. There's so many options there.
I love that.
Can we have a Nifty Chicks car then?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
How much fun would that be?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Oh, I love that.
That's exactly what we're trying to do. We want to bring these brands on board who can try and get on the in the tournaments and start racing one another. So you can have Nifty Chicks racing with, women of crypto or boss babes. You can get their own cars and we can. And this is what I mean by my love of the metaverse and where we're going now. You can end up having a race, and that race could be for a charity, and you're raising money in that race for whatever charity it is on behalf of that, in the name of Nifty Chicks or Boss Babes or whatever it is, in the Nitro arena. It's so cool.
It's amazing.
That I love those ideas. That sounds like so much fun. I would love. So, okay, what's the timeline? When do you think when is the game supposed to be?
Right. We've got simulated races coming out in the summer. Okay. So you've got to remember, we've launched our IDO back in December, and we are launching our simulated races in the summer because we want people to start playing with their cars. Our NFTs launch the same day of our IDO launch, and then they get to interact with their cars. People get to use their cars for racing, but then they get to interact with them in their garage. And in your garage, it's basically your hub. It's your house. And that's the other thing. It's metaverse is linked. It's all linked. So you can bring your Bored Ape into Nitro League. You can put it as the skin of your car, and you can hang it up on the wall in your garage. And it's all live streamed. So your friends can come and visit you. And your NFTs that I know in your office, you have them displayed behind you. You can have them in your
I'm traveling right now, so I don't
I know, but I love it. But I was like, God, she could just put them up in her garage and she can live stream from there and do her interviews from there, because that's exactly what you can do. Your NFTs are there. Your NFTs can be on your car, and we're looking at multiple ways. We're even looking at having your avatar being your Bored Ape, whatever it is, coming into this space. So we want to make use of NFTs because it's here, and we want to utilize it even more, regardless if it's a Nitro League NFT or not, because this is what it is. Yeah.
So I just have to say this for everybody who is watching this show. It got shared on Twitter, and so we're sorry for everybody who's come in here. I'm excited. We've got a lot of people that have been trying to get in here, and it actually makes me think, Jen FT, that maybe we should be doing a live show instead of recording these, because it seems like we've got a lot of interest. Everybody wants to learn about what you're doing. So that's very exciting.
Sorry, my marketing team are awesome.
They are, because I mean, this is really cool. I'm just seeing all these people come in, and I'm like, oh. So our apologies.
So I mean, it sounds like you've got a lot going on. You're incorporating kind of a marketplace and NFTs. You're incorporating obviously the game side of it, the play to earn side of it by kind of staking your cars. You've thought about a lot of this to incorporate a lot of the types of kind of aspects of the NFT world. Any concerns that you have heading into kind of the official launch?
No, if I'm honest, right now we're going bigger. We're going bigger. We've got we're calling our planet. We've got our planet within the metaverse called Nitro Prime, and within Nitro Prime we are comprised of 5 to 6 islands, and within those islands you have 3 racetracks, and in those racetracks, if you buy land there, you actually get ROI. So that means if I am a landowner on I don't want to say Water Island. We haven't named them yet. So if I'm a landowner on Water Island and we have racetracks that are happening there and tournaments that are taking place, I actually get a percentage of the earnings of those tournaments. So I end up earning back. I haven't seen other lands doing something like that, because you want incentive there. We want people to engage there. What are your businesses? What would you like to do? Do you want to open a shop there? What do you want to sell? let's set that up for you. So we're going bigger and better and stronger. I'm not afraid of that. And I think we just need to approach it and go for it and not look back. Just go full steam ahead.
I love that aspect. I'm always a fan of some sort of like passive income revenue stream. So like that is so cool that you're doing that. That's very cool.
Well, you've got to. I mean, look at what we're saying and everything you're seeing and hearing. It's like this is the next space that where everyone's moving into. So what are you going to do in this next space? Are you just going to sit and play there? Yeah, that's cool. You know, that's awesome. But what more can you earn from it? What can you gain from it? Businesses can gain from it. What can an individual gain from it if they invest in it? It's not just go and buy and let me earn some money as a business. That's cool for me, but what do I give back to you, and what can you gain back there? We've always got to think of that, and I really do love the team. Our team are always thinking, well, fine, we're gamers, we love this, but what could we get out of this as well? Because we love staying in this space. Some of these guys that we sit and work with are working and playing 10 to 15 hours a day, a lot of their time. But if they're earning money at the same time while they're playing and they're managing it while they're sitting there, I mean, it just makes sense. It just makes sense.
It really does. So the cars are for sale now. The game will be available this summer. What other things are we missing here that we want to make sure to discuss while we've got you here?
Yeah, well, we've got the simulated game is coming out this summer. The land sales will be coming out a few months after that. So we're looking at the end of the summer to do that. And then by the end of the year, early next year, we'll have the interactive game where you can actually race the game yourself on a mobile device. And that's another thing. We've designed it, and that was something I've pushed really hard on, is the design of the car and the game can't lose its integrity, whether you have a $30 phone or a $1,000 phone. You want to have the same experience regardless of which mobile device you have, what operating device you're using, because a game experience is a game experience. If I have a PS4, I've got a PS4 and I see the game the same way everyone else does. And I think that is the kind of quality that we're looking for in our game, and what we're trying to put out there. It's not just here, go and buy some NFTs and go and play and earn some money. No, we want you to have an enjoyable experience no matter what range and where you sit in the spectrum.
It's so cool. I'm so excited to see it and get in there and get a Nifty Chicks car.
Great.
We'll work on one. Genuinely, I'll see if we can design one. We've got minty, so we'll get like a minty green. And what's Gen FT? What's your color?
I would have to go with purple.
Purple. So we can. Well, that'll work. Yeah. That'll be like a little pastel. We can do a little blend of a pastel of a green into purple. Let's see if we can play around with something soon.
This is so fun. I can't wait to play it. This is
I know.
I mean, the car games used to be my number one thing.
That's the same with me.
My gosh. Mario Kart was my favorite game growing up.
I still play Mario Kart. We got a little Switch. But I'm funny. I like the Mario Kart with when I can play with the actual steering wheel, not just
We've got the steering wheel. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. And that's so what we're starting with the mobile device, but then we want to go on to web, because once you go onto web, you can have different devices that you can plug in, and then you can use the steering wheel so you can start racing, because our tracks are beautiful. I mean, like I said, our tracks are NFTs. We'll be designing some of our tracks for each island, but at the same time, you can design your track. And then those tracks can be, like I said, like Lego pieces that can be plugged in together. And then you can have those and use it. So it'll always be something different. It's not going to be the same thing that you're going to be racing all the time. And you'll get the hang of it. And once you get the hang of it, like, yeah, okay, I mastered that and I'm really good at it. Now I want to go and try something else a little bit more complicated. And what if I did 3 loop-de-loops, or what if I did this? So there's always the option there. But the cars also have upgrades. So you end up buying your car, but your car has upgrades. So you get spoilers and different rims and boosters. So you can always soup up and tweak your car around. but then you can also race your car for pinks. You guys know what pinks is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I live in Dubai.
I don't know what pinks is.
You race your car for the car. So if I lose the race, you get my car.
You've
right.
seen Fast and the Furious, right?
Okay.
Yeah. They race for
Yeah.
For pinks, yeah.
That's so great.
So you could race for pinks, and then I can take your NFT, and if it's a bundled NFT
That's
with
scary.
You've souped it up, I can just break it all down just to, hit it where it hurts, and then just sell it for parts if I wanted to.
Oh
So
man.
there's a lot that you can do there. Yeah. It's a little
Any
mean,
any plans to incorporate like an Oculus feature where you put on a headset and you can look around, anything like that?
We do want to go to VR. We're just taking step by step, but yeah, it's all 3D. So the cars are 3D, and we want to interact with it that way. And then we're preparing it so we could get into VR, because that'll be insane.
That would be killer.
Yeah. That is awesome. What is the best way to stay in touch? Like, make sure that you are updated on everything that's happening. Is it Twitter primarily, or obviously join your Discord?
Our Discord and our Twitter are the main places. So we've always got fireside chats happening and taking place, updating everybody all the time. And then we always have quizzes that are taking place as well. And we're bringing in other people. So we're bringing in people from different spaces as well, and interviewing them and bringing them in, because it's all about collaborating as well. So that's something we like doing. So maybe we'll bring you guys on board to come in, and we'll do a fireside chat with you.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be fun. We'd love it.
Yeah.
Great. Well, is there anything else before we close?
That's it. It's cool. Really love working with you girls, and I love the support of the ladies working in this space, and I just want to keep it going. It's really wonderful to, in my home office, to be able to interact with some other ladies that are in this space and to talk to them. So thank you for that. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Gen FT, I loved that. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to get a Nifty Chicks car. Like, how cool is that going to be?
I know. It just brings me back to all the games I used to play, all the racing games. I just literally cannot wait for this one.
I'm so excited. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah. So exciting.
Yeah. So anyway, I think I just want to make sure everybody knows that, where to find us online. You can find us everywhere at the Nifty Chicks. That is the Nifty, NIFTY CHICKS. And of course, go subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on your favorite podcast player. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can find us anywhere at the Nifty Chicks.
That's right. So thank you for listening as always. And to all you Nifty Chicks, invest in yourself. You are worth it.
The Nifty Chicks podcasts are not providing investment advice and are not taking listeners' and readers' personal circumstances into consideration when discussing investments in cryptocurrencies or NFTs. The Nifty Chicks is not registered to provide investment advice. All the opinions of the hosts, guests, and or sponsors of the show are their own and are for information and entertainment purposes only. Do your own due diligence and research. Neither Jenna Kazadoy nor Aaron Sell are financial advisors. We are sharing our journey with you as we learn more about this crazy little phenomenon called NFTs. We make no recommendations. We only share with you what we are learning and what we are considering investing in. You must research any financial investment on your own. Just know that we will always strive for radical transparency with any show associations. Happy minting.